They called it the next Starbucks, China's crown jewel in coffee. And in just 2 years, it became a $12 billion scandal. Fake sales, rigged numbers, and a rise so fast, it almost looked too good to be true. Because it was. By 2019, China's coffee obsession was exploding. Enter Luckin Coffee.
The coffee chain Luckin goes public today. It's a Chinese company which wants to use American money to compete with Starbucks, an American company, in China.
Starbucks haven't had a Chinese rival until now.
Luckin is leading with digital. They're going for your smartphone.
But today, it has dived over 90% as the company faces a delisting hearing that will determine their future on NASDAQ.
A tech-powered chain promising better brews, lower prices, and lightning-fast delivery. Their secret weapon? Aggressive expansion. They open stores faster than Starbucks ever did in China. Apps, promos, influencer campaigns. Luckin was everywhere. Investors hyped, Wall Street buzzing. NASDAQ welcomed them with open arms. And Luckin, they raised over $500 million in their IPO. But behind all that caffeine was a bitter aftertaste.
As Starbucks expands in China, its biggest rival in that country is planning to go public. Luckin Coffee is expected to begin trading Friday on the NASDAQ. The company is growing fast, opening nearly 2,400 stores in just about 18 months. And Eunice Yoon took our cameras inside.
Starbucks dominates the coffee industry in China, but a Chinese startup hopes to change that. It's called Luckin. Let's go inside and see how it plans to take on its U.S. rival.
In early 2020, whispers started. Something didn't add up. A short seller report dropped, brutal, detailed, and damning. It accused Luckin of inflating sales by hundreds of millions of dollars. They claimed fake transactions, fake customers, even fake receipts. At first, Luckin denied everything. Then, the CEO blinked. By April 2020, the company admitted it had fabricated over $300 million in revenue. Stock price crashed. NASDAQ delisted them.
The NASDAQ says it's time to delist. In fact, it hasn't been traded since the start of April, so I guess this is just a black mark for corporate China.
In 2020, it seemed that Luckin may not have become the threat that Starbucks initially feared. After news broke that the company fabricated over $300 million in sales, it shut down hundreds of stores and was delisted from the NASDAQ in 2020. Still, it emerged from bankruptcy in 2022 and restructured its financial position.
From 2022 to 2024, Luckin more than doubled its store count. It now has roughly 6,000 more company-operated stores than Starbucks.
Executives fired. Lawsuits flooded in from every direction. The CEO and COO were tossed out. Investors lost billions. And China's entire startup scene shaken. It wasn't just a scandal, it was a warning shot. Today, Luckin still exists, but it's a shadow of what it once was. The rise was built on hype, the fall on fraud. From Wall Street darling to corporate disgrace. This is Backdoor Billions. Subscribe for more stories they tried to bury.